Hey guys, it's Coded Steel and welcome to your 13th tutorial in the C programming language. Guys, this is going to be a quick tutorial. All I'm going to do is show you how to implement the final parts to your hardware store cash register, which are pretty much just housekeeping things because the bulk of the code has already been created in our previous tutorial. So let's get started. What we're going to do is first we got to implement the taxing feature for our hardware store calculator. So we're going to do total equals the subtotal, and we're going to spell it wrong, and we're going to do subtotal times 1.05, and then we're going to, now that the reason I did 1.05, that's the tax in where I live. So I mean, different places have different tax rates, so you guys can substitute your own tax rate in there, whatever. But I'm multiplying by 1 to return the original total value, and then I'm multiplying it by 5% to give it a 5% increase in the subtotal. So it'll yield the total, which will be the subtotal plus the tax. So anyways, now we want to print the total out on the screen to tell the people, hey, this is what you've got to pay. So we want to do the total is, and then we're going to do $sign for housekeeping type stuff, and then we're going to do %F because it's formatted, as you guys can see up above, as a float, right? So we're just doing all that random little housekeeping stuff that we've got to do for C. So now that we've printed the stuff on the screen, we want to do our getch to pause the screen, right? So let's execute and let's run this code so I can show you guys what it's doing. So we're going to buy some nails, and I'm going to buy 6 of them. Okay, as you guys can see, it's working pretty nicely now. It allows us to buy something else. I'm going to buy 12 2x4s because I've got a large construction project. And then I'm going to buy some nail guns. I'm going to buy 2 of them because Molded Steel, my partner, who's going to help me, is going to need a nail gun as well. And we're going to need an air compressor, because how else are you going to use the nail gun, right? So we're going to buy 1 air compressor because that's all we need. It'll power both of them. And then I'm going to exit the store, and there is my total, $376.92 essentially, even though it comes out with 376.918488 blah blah blah. And guys, you might be wondering, why is it giving us all these weird decimal places? Well, when we told C, when we're multiplying a float by another float, oftentimes what ends up happening is it gives us more decimal places than it actually ends up being. If you guys calculate it out on a calculator, it probably wouldn't even give you all those decimal places because it actually doesn't go out that far. When C converts this into a binary, because that's how it does all of its math operations, it essentially gives this too many, how would you say, like decimal places. So when it does the multiplication and reconverts it back, it spits out this nonsense. So we could remedy that, but there's really no reason to, unless you were actually like trying to create a real calculator. And I mean, if any of you guys are interested in how you would do something like that, post in the comments below, and I will tell you. In a later tutorial, either send you some code that will show you how it's done, or I will actually cover it in a video if you request it, if I get enough requests for that. So anyways, that is how you implement the final part of your hardware store cash register. And in our next tutorial, we're going to cover functions, I'm hoping, which are external to main. Main is considered a function, guys. Right now, we've been working with a function this whole time, but we've done all of our operations within this function. Well, what if I wanted to do separate operations within a different function and then call those same set of instructions multiple times? That's what a function is going to allow us to do, and that's what we're going to cover next time. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I will see you next time.